It girl wants to be a main character pod, girly host pop.
Akaash's wife is out here destroying this man's reputation, career, and sanity. And she looks like she's enjoying every second of it.
Good morning. It's a beautiful day in Dubai. I am getting a massage. Akaash is a little tired, so he's gonna go say sleeping. Appointment at Chanel. And I'm gonna run around the room.
Seriously, this man Akaash has become a laughing stock of the entire internet.
I was popping my and living my best life in these white boy frat houses, and I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through.
You know it's hard out here for a sim. Shows when you're trying to give your honey every sim.
You can literally see the stress all over him. This is not how you're supposed to look when you're on vacation. He looks depressed, drained, and sad for real, while she's just having the time of her life. But now that she's getting all the attention that it seems like she always wanted, she's doubling down by continuing to be the most embarrassing and worst wife on the internet.
So Akaash hasn't been doing shit for Javi this week because he's been sick. So
also
whatever, I'll fucking deal. The way this guy has been sleeping in his cocoon, like he's been hibernating, it's like you think he fucking came down with TB or something.
She is giving Jada Pinkett Smith a run for her money as worst celebrity wife ever.
You know, Esther Perel is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me
Oh my goodness.
if you could film.
Esther, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Don't. No, because she don't just.
And honestly, Akaash deserves all the smoke he's getting because he's an example of a successful man with low self-esteem that tied his self-worth to a woman that clearly doesn't care about him, while he put her in a position to embarrass him in the first place.
So for the longest time, I told my husband he couldn't look at me until he got to 1 million followers because, like, who the fuck are you if you don't even have 1 million followers on Instagram?
Now, I know this channel is super entertaining, but for all the times you get bored, there's a game you can play and get paid for. If you check out the link in the description or scan the QR code, you can sign up for freecash.com and start right away. It's simple, and it only takes a few seconds to create an account with your email and password. Inside, you'll see a wall of games and offers. Pick one you actually enjoy, play through the levels, and the cash lands straight into your free cash account. That's how some users are earning hundreds of dollars on certain offers. And you don't even have to spend anything. Just stick to the free levels and cash out. The whole point is, instead of sitting there scrolling like we all do, you can play games and earn money at the same time. And when it's time to cash out, you got options, PayPal or gift cards. So if you're curious, hit the link in the description or scan the QR code. Sign up free and start playing for cash in your spare time. And when you use my link or QR code, you get a $5 bonus to kick things off. But I'm Drew, welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
So I feel like I'm part of this group of girls that had to find myself while in a healthy relationship.
Oh, interesting.
For me, I feel like I kind of worked backwards. Like I did all this work in my relationship, but then afterwards I was like, wait, who the fuck am I? What do I like? What do I need to do? And Akaash is like starting to achieve this success in comedy. And I'm like, am I going to resent him because I don't have anything going on?
It sounds like that's exactly what happened. He became a rich, famous celebrity in a Rogan sphere, and it seems like she got jealous of him and felt left out and wanted to start her own thing while embarrassing and leeching off of her husband.
Okay, so I've been getting a lot of comments that I'm using my husband for clout, and
Why?
yeah, that's exactly what it is. No lies were told. I am leveraging the support I have. It's kind of like nepotism, but like through my husband, so like spousal nepotism. What's wrong with that?
Do you know what my husband just tried to do to me?
Yeah.
We're leaving. Shut up. We're leaving in Paris in 5 hours, so tensions are a little high.
Yeah.
We also just redid our closet,
This is all her closet now. She took the whole closet.
which we already agreed upon.
Now she's saying she doesn't have no space.
And now I'm saying I don't have space for all my
Curious to know, like, how do you guys handle things around the house?
Oh, I actually don't cook and clean ever.
Oh, I don't cook. I don't clean. Let me tell you, I got this written.
Okay, so I try to cook like maybe once a week, but since I've been making content and TikToks, that hasn't really been happening. But no, we have like a cleaning lady come once a week because also like cleaning is hard and it's really stressful and it damages your cuticles and your nails. If you spend like X amount of money on the nail salon, it's kind of a waste to like
up your manicure. That's how we kind of split that. We outsource, which I truly believe in.
I don't know what Akaash was thinking, because clearly it was all about the money.
A lot of work from MTV. Like his first show was Wildin' Out, and then he did Guy Code, and he was just like on a bunch of MTV shows, and he was able to like reach a 6-figure salary, which at the time was really huge for us. But then in 2018, like all of the opportunities started to dry up. He was kind of aging out of the MTV bracket, and he wasn't really getting any attention from the industry. So he was pretty much losing all his income, and at the same time I was working a really toxic job with like a toxic manager and like working till 2 in the morning, and it just caused a lot of stress on our relationship. I really, wanted to get married and like wanted to move forward, and he was like, I don't even know who I am as a man if I'm not even able to achieve something I poured 15 years into, and like I don't even know how I'm going to provide for you or our future as a family. And everything came to a head when my mother-in-law came to visit us, and I was being very distant because of everything we were going through. Akaash was very stressed, and I think she kind of internalized it like that I was being bitchy towards her or passive aggressive towards her. It was a huge fight between all of us. Basically, Akaash did not defend me, and I was like, okay, I don't know if I can be in a relationship with this person anymore.
Akaash was making 6 figures when they got together. Then he basically went broke, and she was unhappy. And in her own words, she was being bitchy and standoffish to Akaash when his mother came to town, which his mother then picked up on. They got into a huge argument, and she decided to leave him because he didn't defend her while she was being bitchy and standoffish with him, and I guess his mother, and his mother took offense to it.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
So after this, we both took a much needed break, and we just needed time to reflect on our own outside of the relationship. I took a trip to India with my mom for my cousin's wedding. We went to see their Bar Sahib, which is the holiest Sikh temple, and I just wanted to find my identity again and reconnect with my spirituality. And similarly, Akaash needed to find his voice within the relationship and find his voice between his mom and me.
She means he had to put in work, get famous, and get that bag, and then she came back.
Me and Akaash kind of like weaving in and out, but like being there for each other. But I think simply put, like, does your significant other bring the best out in you? Yeah. Because like then you'll kind of know too. And I feel like my husband has always like encouraged me, been there for me, believed in me, supported in me.
Supported her in doing what? She has bragged several times on this podcast, on TikTok, about not working, not cleaning, not cooking, not doing dishes, not doing his laundry.
And then for laundry, like I do my own laundry, he does his own laundry.
For those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Jasleen. I'm a stay-at-home wife, but I don't cook or clean because I don't feel like it. And my husband is a full-time stand-up comedian, and he buys me lots of nice things.
Basically living this rich housewife lifestyle with no responsibility except to take care of herself.
I was like such a loser, and I like wanted to be popular and do all these things, but like I couldn't make 2 friends to save my fucking life.
Which makes sense why she wants to be the it girl, socialite, social media star now, living this jet-setting lifestyle funded completely by her husband while starting her own boss lady podcast, literally embarrassing her husband to make it seem like she's successful herself.
You and your husband split finances, and I'm gonna be really f***ing honest.
I don't.
We don't.
We don't.
We don't.
First of all, that's a red flag. I'm not like, no joke. I love you girls. If you want to work, all for that, whatever. But like any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his accounts or has separate accounts, that's a red flag. This is not a 2-way street. This is a 1-way street. His money is our money and my money is my money. And look, have I only made $600 from content creating?
Wow, I went up $100 from last week.
But that's my money.
A broke woman telling you what you can do with your money is just a different level of delusion.
And I also think like checking in on your friends.
Yes.
Because I think sometimes like you're really happy, bubbly friends. Like I was that way, like are really just carrying so much. And I wish that we just checked on each other more. And additionally, I wish that like we were open with each other instead of like, how are you? Oh, I'm good. Like, actually, it sucks right now. And like, and that's it.
It's so funny that she would be saying this on a podcast when she clearly doesn't give a fuck about her husband.
I love when Akash comes home from a very rough weekend, did like 3-4 shows, and she goes, "Can you walk happy?" Because I'm tired.
Honestly, yes, retweet, but also Akash hasn't been doing shit for Happy this week because he's been sick.
Oh,
so
wait, also,
whatever,
men
I'll fucking
being
deal.
Akaash is not sick. Akaash is sick of her shit and in a state of depression, which she clearly doesn't give a fuck about. If that man comes home from recording podcasts and making money, whatever, and goes straight to sleep, bro is depressed because he's being clowned across the internet because of her. And she doesn't give two fucks about that man at all. Because if she did, knowing what was happening online, she would have changed her behavior, changed the way she talks, changed the way she talks about him, maybe try to big him up more, be more positive about him. But she literally just called him lazy, even though he pays all their bills.
I swear to God, the way this guy has been sleeping in his cocoon, like he's been hibernating, it's like you think he fucking came down with like fucking TB or something.
It is depression. He is depressed. She does not see that or she does not care. It's crazy that she's admitting this on a podcast 2 days ago when the whole world knows what's going on with Akaash and his reputation and how he's being looked at right now. And she's on the podcast not giving a saying that he's sleeping nonstop. If this is love, man, keep it away from me. She and Akaash were on a trip to India and Dubai, and she was living her best luxury life the whole entire trip.
Good morning. It's a beautiful day in Dubai. I am getting a massage. Akash is a little tired, so he's gonna go stay sleeping.
That man is not tired. He's depressed.
Appointment at Chanel. And I'm gonna run around the room because I'm so excited.
While the Flakeman subreddit has screenshots of Akaash in those same videos, looking like he is depressed and just wants to cry in every picture. Somebody help this man. Akaash looks dead inside. I feel bad. He deserves better. The worst part is his wife sees this shitstorm but appears to not be changing her behavior or acknowledging his feelings at all. No, this is exactly what she wanted. She's getting famous now, and her podcast that was originally getting like 2,500 views is now getting 10,000 views.
I'm being the new it girl. Guys, I am the it girl. I make believe I'm the it girl, and no one else may think I'm the it girl, but it's okay because I'm the it girl. I'm like when Neha was in college, everyone wants to be Chelsea.
Cheer that now.
Everyone wants to be a main character pod girly host.
That's literally all she cares about. Akaash threw his reputation, dignity, and everything down the drain because he married a woman that does not care about him and only wants money and fame. And she's clearly willing to emasculate him to get it. Another one, the Strumpet's second most recent video, bro can be seen at the star completely and utterly deflated, staring out of the window, wondering how he got here. He got here because he has low self-esteem, married the wrong woman just because of how she looked, that only wanted him for his money. He got played, now the whole world knows it.
My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Now, let me ask you this,
And I
do you believe her?
I was popping my and living my best life in these white boy frat houses, and I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through.
I'm actively trying to have an orgy because, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband. You just know that Nav's at least 10 inches.
Akaash 22 is crazy. That's ridiculously accurate. I don't. Akaash Smith, his wife is trying to give Jada Pinkett Smith a run for her money, and she is because Akaash is looking bad out here.
Okay, you guys, I have really good news. So for the longest time, I told my husband he couldn't look at me until he got to 1 million followers because, like, who the fuck are you if you don't even have 1 million followers on Instagram?
That's such a weird thing to say to and about your husband and make a video putting that out there when she doesn't even have 1 million followers on Instagram. She has 31,000.
Guess what?
I'm looking.
And now,
That face right there, that's what low self-esteem looks like. This is 100% Akaash's fault. He funds her entire luxurious housewife lifestyle where she doesn't cook, clean, do dishes, or even do his laundry, and then has the nerve to talk shit to this man. It's a humiliation fetish. It has to be. Because there's no way that one person is going to be paying all the bills, taking care of all the financial needs, and then being the butt of all her content and jokes.
because before I was like, you don't even have 1 million followers, don't look at me. So congratulations to Akaash on 1 million. Some of you guys, I feel like, Justine, what did you do to contribute everything? I'm pushing buttons behind the scenes.
She does push buttons. I'm pushing the buttons, aka pain in my ass.
Yeah. Hey.
And apparently, according to this Reddit, Akaash has been on stage crashing out, trying to defend his wife for some reason, as if she's the one that needs defended. He needs to be defending himself. I went to the show last night and it was extremely awkward. He was clearly not processing this situation well, and he ended the set 20 minutes early. I only found out about his wife the day of the show, and honestly, after seeing that set, basically his therapy moment about it, I am way more suspicious of the controversy than before. This is clearly something he's insecure about, even though he's tried way too hard to make it seem like he wasn't. He spent the first 10 to 15 minutes of the set talking about the controversy, how his wife has been loyal to him, and everything she has been saying is just jokes and it's fine with him. Which is weird because nothing she's been saying is jokes. No one in the crowd knew how to take this information. I truly believe the majority of fans there had no idea any of this was going on. This only made him spending the first third of his set on it even more awkward. He then proceeded to jokingly call his wife a whore every time he brought her up, which was just not helping. So maybe all those mixed stories about him being a virgin and being so happy to marry a virgin while she's on podcasts giving anal stories and ran through stories in college.
Okay, I have two butthole stories. So one time I met this guy on Tinder and I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to hook up. And I like woke up in the morning and like my was a little sore. Oh my
Are finally getting to him, because to hang your hat on your wife being a virgin, but she's admitting to this stuff and not being a virgin, there's no way to not feel played about that. I think it ruined his whole set and the mood never recovered, which I think is why he ended early. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about he or his wife's sex life, but if the orgy stuff is really just jokes, then clearly he's not cool with it and hides it. And or she's just not very funny and no one closer has told her yet.
Why do these men who make $60,000 a year talking about gold diggers, you don't have any gold to dig. You don't have to worry. You don't even have to worry about it.
Yeah, it's kind of like not even having 30,000 followers on Instagram, but saying your husband can't look at you or talk to you until he has 1 million followers. It's kind of like that, right?
Akaash, like, and you said this last week, has really healed my inner child. And like that really resonated with me because I feel like so much like that too.
This man healed her inner child and she emasculated him and destroyed his reputation. Crazy work. It's funny because this drama with Akaash has been going on for a while at this point, and they have yet to discuss it on Flagrant.
Akaash is in India or Dubai.
A planned trip.
A planned trip that was planned before this madness. Okay? He's there. And obviously we want to talk about what's going on, but we don't feel right talking about without him here.
Mm-hmm.
So once he's back, we're going to have that conversation. I'm sure that'll be spirited.
Climate change.
Yo, climate change is crazy, man.
At the end of the day with all this, Akaash has no one else to blame but himself. It seems like he let his low self-esteem about his looks or where he was in his life tie him down to somebody that does not care about him. Has prioritized fame and popularity over his reputation and his mental health. Because I think any of us would be sad and depressed if our names, reputations, relationships, and every clip that your wife has said negative about you has been going viral, and you are just the clown of the internet at the moment. I said this in the last video. If I was Akaash and I paid all the bills and gave my wife this luxury lifestyle and she used her platform to embarrass and emasculate me, she would have some decisions to make. Either get off of social media and fix our relationship or stay on social media and be single. But you're not going to use your platform to embarrass me to uplift yourself to get more views. And we'll see what happens when Akaash finally addresses this. Because as she's been posting her luxury lifestyle trips to India and Dubai, Akaash hasn't been on social media at all. But shout out to my channel members. I appreciate y'all so much. Thanks for watching. Y'all let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes and life stuff. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.